Good evening, everybody, and how are we doing? I say good evening, it's actually 3:15 in the afternoon here, and it's pretty mild. Anyway, look, today's video is going to be on this Casio here. The DBC 62 came out in 1993, and it's very underrated. No one really speaks about them, but I distinctly remember these in school. I remember people wearing them in school, and what caught my eye mainly was this beautiful shape that this Casio has. It sort of starts thick here and goes all the way down really thin, and it's just a lovely curve just going straight down. And what I also love as well, which drew me to it, is the buttons are just basically flat, and they're made out of this really good, it feels like rubbery material, but it ain't rubber, because when you press them, that sometimes on the calculator watches, you press them, it leaves a slight little mark. On this one here, it doesn't. And bearing in mind, this is what, how many years? 30 years? God, is that right? 30 years old. Wow, my goodness me. Yeah, this came out in 1993, and it originally would have came in packaging just like this. And you slide it open, and the watch basically just fits in here, and it will hang up on the stores like that, and you just pick one off. And yeah, let's have a little flick through it. Now, it's got lots of features, this watch, including a light. So there's the light here. Bing. Now, this model I got here is in pristine condition. I don't know if it's unused, or if it's just someone bought it and maybe used it once, but it's in remarkable condition, and it comes with a screen protector as well, and obviously the original box. Now, so apart from his wonderful design, it's packed with features. So let me get my little trusted pen so I can point to you. So here is the date and time, and here is dot matrix display, which means you've got tiny little squares, and it brings up the character in more rounded form instead of this digital stuff here. And as you will notice here, there's a box. I'm going to sneeze, hold on, it's going to come out. Up in here is a box, and it says this, the next one is next, and at the bottom it says week. So this watch can set appointments. So imagine you had a Wednesday appointment for a dentist. If you set it in here at a certain date for next week, for example, it will just highlight in a little dot here that you have an appointment that day, and you'll be this week, and that will be the following week. So you work on fortnightly schedules. Now, apart from that, it's really great that you can press the button effortlessly. Like some of the calculator watches, you can press the button and it becomes a little bit fiddly because the buttons are quite small. This one here, the buttons are in a great size, and I have no problem in pressing them accurately. So we've done the date, and up here is the alarm modes. Here is your data bank, so you can store up to 50. I'm sure it's 50. Yeah. You can store up to 50 names and numbers of people, and you see the way the dot matrix works there. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters you can display just for a name, and here you put the person's phone number, and that's quite easy to do. So all you got to do is click on here, and if you wanted to put H, then you go fast forward, and you can just move the numbers that way. Let's put it back to C. But what I like about this is the keypad. It's just remarkably easy. It's probably the easiest keypad probably I've worked with a Casio. A lot of them are quite fiddly, And the ones which is a DBC, I've got one here, I'll bring one out in a minute for you, which is a completely flat keypad. That one, sometimes you got to really hit the middle of the button. This one you don't. This one you could just hit it anywhere and it will still hit the button quite well. And to store the number, for example, so you put the number in, or just, I don't know, anything would do. Just put a number in and it stores it like this. And if you want to go forward, just press forward or backwards. But I've only got that one set up in there. So that's the telephone. And this is your schedule I was telling you about. So if you put an appointment on here, the date and the time, it will highlight it in here, and you could put on there what you like as well. I don't know what you can put in there. Yeah, so you just have to put the appointment. I don't think you can put, oh, you can. So you can put on there dentist if you wanted to, or whatever you want to say. And when you press store, you press the button up on the side here, and it just stores it for you. So that's the appointment. So we've got the contacts, we can put your contacts in there. Next one, we can put your appointments in there. So we've got to start again now. Next one is calculate. Calculate on this is just, look at this. Just no effort at all. I can press anywhere on the keypad and it's just zero effort. It's probably the best one I've come across with pressing the buttons. Like with a modern day calculator, it's very fiddly because the buttons, I've got one here, I'll show you. The buttons are more or less close together, and their buttons are raised up. But with this one, because it's flat, you can just basically put your finger anywhere on the keypads and you can, it's the number you really want. Press. So what did we just do? Oh yeah, the calculator mode. We also got world time on this. So you can just scroll to any country you want and you've got world time. So it's really back in the day they were called like a file of facts, when you got all the business stuff in there for the businessman or businesswoman. And yeah, it's just really great and packed with lots of features. It's one of the best watches for this thing. And you've got also alarm. I don't know how many you got though. Let's have a look properly. Let's have a look. Is it here or is it here? There we are. And apart from that, so you got alarm, you got the timer, stopwatch. You've also got a light as well. There's nothing, I mean, there's nothing else in that era in 1993 that you could have possibly wanted in a watch. It passed expectations for everything, even a light. And it was one of the great watches to have, but you never really, it's not really the ones anyone talks about or wants to collect. But I just think it's a great watch, and I always remember this watch. And when you fit on your wrist, it's a great size as well. Let me just show you. By the way, so you know this part here, you see the way it's sort of rounded on the bottom? So that fits your wrist here absolutely perfectly and surrounds it. So there's no gaps, and it feels like it's molded to your wrist. Let me put it on and I'll show you. Let me put it on. I could be the first person wearing this watch. I've done a little bit too tight. But you see what I mean though? See the way it just fits on the wrist just really well. I think I've done it a little bit too tight. I don't know. I can do, maybe loosen it a notch. But I just think it's a great watch, and it just feels so light as well. Really well done. I wish they would, a lot of people say, can they reissue watches? I think this is one that they should reissue. I find it really effortlessly done. It's not over the top. I love the way the buttons are. On the calculator watch, I find that sometimes the top catches the buttons. Let me take it off quickly. Yeah, it's one of my, I wouldn't say my top favourite, and it's not even in my cabinet, and I don't think I would even put it in my cabinet. I just like it. I just remember it, and when it came up for sale, I bought it. And I've had quite a few of these in its time. And there's another one here, look. Yeah, there's not much more I can say about it. It's packed with features. If you want one, like you want a retro watch from 30 years plus, I couldn't think of a better one. It's just a really great watch. Right, that's it for that one. Let me bring you the attention of my clock. Now this clock is 1985 it was made, and it's a clock with an alarm clock, and if you look here, it's a robot, and this is the on and off button. So it stomps like this, so the legs. I haven't got, the thing is the battery ran out on it, and I put an A battery in there. Let me just see if it works. It just stamps his feet like that. It's not it's not normally that loud because I got the wrong battery in there. It's not running right. But this one is a great example. Don't forget, this is 1985, and you have on the back here a demo, an act, and the alarm mode. And the alarm is pretty loud. It's basically just a robot with like a backpack thing, and these come off and the batteries are inside here. One's an AA battery, which is a thin one. The other one is a size C. I don't have a size C battery, so I just put an AA battery in there, which is slowly running out. Yeah, I just love it. I love it because it's super rare, and it's I don't know what I paid for this. Not a lot, under £20. 20, I think it was $17 I paid for it, something like that. Just really silly money, cheap, and I like it. It's pretty big as well compared to my palm hand. And yeah, I mean, for a Casio lover, you really can't say no to it, can we? And yeah, so let's put that one aside. Have I got anything else to show you? I think I have, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Oh yeah, I was going to do a review on this. Hold on, let me show you. It's amazing how many calculator watches Casio brought out. I mean, wow, how many? Every single watch is a calculator watch. I was going to do a review on this one here. Let me just take it out of the box. Well, I will do a review. I'm going to do a review. It's got the original box as well. And this came out. So this is a CA505. What's it got on here? $29.95 it was. I don't know what these numbers mean. Yeah, it's in a brand new condition, and I'll just tell you quickly the issue with this watch. Look at the condition of it. It is absolutely stunning. Let me just give you a little wipe over, because people's grubby little hands have been on it. Now, I'll just tell you quickly why I've not really featured this watch on this, and I've had this for a while, and I've got quite a few of these scattered around, and I actually forget, when they're in these boxes, I actually forget that I have them, and when I tidy up now and again, I just dig it out, and I think, oh yeah, remember that. So this watch is unused and is in its original box. Doesn't it look spectacular? So the problem is this. So these buttons here, because the watch is so old, I'll press the button with my nail, and this is what happened. It just makes a dent in the buttons. So even though, I mean, as you can see with these here, these buttons are pristine, except for the one that I pressed and someone else has pressed there. And yeah, after a while they go a bit funny. So if anyone ever buys this watch, it's really best just to keep it in its box unused, or wear it, but don't I will do a review on it though, a proper review, because I've got one of these ones and I've also got the reissue one they brought out, which looks like similar to this. It's a beautiful watch though, isn't it? What I like about it is the yellow. The little yellow bits they put in here, really lovely. I'll show you the watch I'm going to do a review with. Stay there, just so you know what's coming up in the next video. It's here somewhere. Here. Don't turn it off a minute. Hold on, I'm going to just show you quickly, because I do have it somewhere. I don't even know where all my stuff is. Just 2 minutes. Oh my God. I don't know where it is. It's gone. It's gone forever. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to do a review. It looks very similar to this one here, but and it's chrome as well. Then I'm going to do a review. Yeah, that's all I've got to say for the moment. I will be putting. I'm starting to put some of my watches up for sale because I've got too much and I just can't keep up with them, and I haven't got deep pockets, so I'm going to start selling some of the ones I'm less interested in, and I'm going to start purchasing the ones I want more. So if anyone wants one of these, DBC 62, I got his original box as well, and that's the number. Let me know. And best way to contact me is Instagram. All the information is in the bottom of the description. So go there, find me on Instagram, and I'll message you.